Hey everyone, I'm Heinz and welcome to my channel. And in today's video, we'll be exploring the settings that I've been using for Forex EA Dark Titan in 2025. What this means is we'll look at the Myfxbook for this expert advisor, explore the settings that I'm currently running, look at the Dark Inversion Indicator, and also run a backtest. But before moving forward, if you find any part of this video helpful, I'm going to ask you to drop it a like. Also subscribe to stay updated with future videos. Now I've been running Forex EA Dark Titan on this RoboForex Pro account, and I've linked the account to Myfxbook so we can track the performance of the expert advisor. Now, Forex EA Dark Titan has been running under the magic number 5792 and has currently made a total gain of 6.39%. Now, first thing you'll need to do is use a custom analysis to look at the specific performance of number 5792. So to do this, you'll head over to custom analysis and again, just select 5792. Now, currently, the 6.39% return equates to roughly a 1.31% monthly return, and with a very high win rate of 82% out of the 107 trades that the EA has placed so far. This gives us a very nice profit factor of 5.61 for this counter trend strategy. So what we'll see if we scroll a little bit down is also the monthly performance, which averages out to 1.31% out of the 107 trades that have been placed and that 82% win rate. Now, what we'll be looking at next is what are the actual settings that I've been running live on my virtual private server. So what we'll be doing is heading back to the Dark Titan settings. So to do this, what we'll do is we'll look at the individual settings running on the 30-minute time frame. Now, I don't use the M1, which is the recommended time frame, but rather the 30 minutes so that we have fewer trades and hopefully higher quality. So on the AUD CAD, we're going to now select the properties for Dark Titan. And first thing very important is the maximum spread and maximum average spread filter, which I highly recommend that you adjust for your individual broker. Then on top of that, at the moment, I'm using a risk factor of 5 with the money management set to true. However, if you are a new trader, I highly recommend for the first few trades that you set this to false and first experience it at a fixed lot of 0.01. Then currently I have both buys and sells allowed with a maximum count for orders set at 15. However, because the FIFO has been disabled, it means that it only has one trade at a time, either it be a buy or a sell. Now for this, I have a profit target of 100 points or 10 pips. This means that each trade or series will have this take target, so it's important that you know this is the take target for both your grid and individual trades. Now, if we explore the loss settings on the account, this is also crucial because it does use martingale. Now, for this, I've set a monetary amount of 1,000, which is increased or multiplied with the lot size, so depending on what sizing is used. Like I said, it is a dangerous martingale style strategy, but each order has a large distance of 300 points, and then it uses a multiplier of 1.3. Now, all of these settings work around the Dark Inversion Indicator, which is a free counter trend indicator that the EA is based on. Now, this indicator, if we look at it in a bit more detail, we'll see that it predominantly focuses on counter trend trades, where it will trade against the predominant trend in the market. However, for this example, I'm only running the indicator, whereas the expert advisor also has an hourly trend filter. So here we see the indicator Dark Inversion running live on the 30-minute time frame, which, as I said, I'd rather use the 30-minute than the M1, which is the recommended time frame for the expert advisor. So now that we've taken a closer look at the Dark Inversion settings, which is the indicator that the expert advisor is based on, we can also look at our trading days and other type of limitations I've set. So if we head down to the trading day settings, you'll see that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are set to true. However, I have selected false for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On top of this, the trading hours, which are set on broker server time, which is GMT plus 3, it starts trading at 4 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. Now, on top of this, you also have your graphic settings options, which shows the panel and a different style to the chart. So now that I've shown you the exact settings that are running for 5792, it's important that you do adjust the spread filter for your specific broker. So now that we've explored the settings for Dark Titan, let's take a look at the description for the Expert Advisor. So at the time of recording, the EA is currently selling for $99, or you can either rent it for a month or for free if you'd like to test it first. Now, it was published on the 22nd of April back in 2021, and one of the major things that the author is offering is if you buy one Expert Advisor and write feedback or a review, that you also receive dark gold included. Now, I have experimented with dark gold, and it's really an interesting Expert Advisor to add to your collection. Now, among the description, we'll see that it recommended pairs is the AUD CAD, AUD NZD, or NZD CAD. And if we explored the developer Marco, who's also the publisher of Dark Venus, you'll see he has quite a few different products available. Now, Dark Titan is available for MT4 and MT5, and you will notice that he also publishes some more expensive EAs. So if you'd like me to feature these on the channel, let me know down in the comments below. So back to our expert advisor for today, which is none other than Dark Titan. You might be wondering how it will perform on different brokers. So what I've done is I have an FBS Market Inc. account, and we'll experiment with the same settings that I've been using live in the market to see if we get a similar result. So for this back test, I'll be testing against the AUD CAD, but this is again on the 30-minute time frame. Now for the date range for this experiment, it is set over the last year. However, remember, for our live results, we've only been trading since the 4th of February. Now for this backtest, I'll be using a modeling quality of every tick based on real ticks and a deposit of 5,000. The every tick based on real ticks is the most accurate type of modeling, and you'll see the same settings as before. Now 5792 using that risk factor of 5 does use slightly larger lot size, but it is similar to what we saw on my trading account. Now, the total net profit on this backtest is a little bit higher than the $289, but again, this is from the 1st of January, and we've been trading since the 4th of February. Now, with all of that said, I'll be sharing both the MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 versions of the set file, so make sure to check the description down below. And with all of that, I want to say thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Until next time, happy trading. Bye.